Hello, this is Angelique, your new host at Legion of Fury. Are you ready for some rugby? Join us this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. for the ultimate tailgate party at the Snapdragon Stadium. Bring your friends and family and enjoy some delicious food, ice cold drinks, and games for the kids before the big kickoff. Don't miss out on the fun. See you Sunday in the parking lot.
Now it's time for our home starting lineups brought to you by Coca-Cola. After a loss at Houston on Saturday, Dallas has reverted mostly to the side that beat Toronto in round 7. Argentine international Juan Pablo Saiz is back starting at tight head prop, with first-year sensation Sam Gala moving to the second row. Conrado Raura is back on the flank for the Jackals. Pedro Imhoff and Martin Elias remain the halfback pairing of choice, with Mount St. Mary's alum Campbell Johnstone getting the start on the left wing with Marcos Moroni on the right. Former Argentina U20 Alejandro Torres is the fullback for Dallas. Agustin Cavaletti and Argentine legend Mario Ledesma lead the Jackals, both in their first year in Dallas. Canadian international Kyle Steeves and Matt Gordon are on the bench after starting last week, and Luis Satama and James Waifale will be back replacements for Dallas. Now we take a look at the away starting lineup brought to you by Kings and Convicts. After a win Sunday at Chicago, the Legion have elected to rest some key figures. So a completely new front row with Justice Sears-Giroux and Sean McNulty getting their first starts of the season. Tom Franklin moves back to the blindside flank, and former Maori All Black Dan Pryor will be the Legion captain for the first time this season. New faces in the midfield for San Diego, Tian Lewis alongside Philemoni Wanganabet getting his first start of the season. On the wing, Thomas Morani makes his first appearance as a starter this year for San Diego. The Legion, led by second-year head coach, former All Blacks fullback Danny Lee, has San Diego just one win away from setting a new franchise record for most consecutive victories. Top 4, Gala 120 this season. Just gives you an idea of how much defense the Jackals have had to play. And here comes San Diego, trying to find the opener in the 8th minute. San Diego across, and Isaac Ross dots it down. The Legion strike free.
Good shooter. Good timing.
Gala wrapped up by Pryor, the former Maori All Black there. Quickly, a little cross-field kick, looking for Raura. Raura takes it and dots it down. Dallas ties it at 5. Raura, second year here in Dallas for the Argentine Sevens man. Able to high point this one perfectly over Morani.
You want to get men like Raura into some space. I mean, he can make breaks in tight as well. He finds his way through.
San Diego certainly doesn't need any help, but the Legion have it now with Murray in the bin. And right into the hands of Raura. It may be Dallas down a man against the run of play. Can the Jackals take the lead? Malanos out wide. Has a man. Johnstone across. And the Jackals able to dot it down.
22 dropout.
22, okay. Thank you, Derek. No try. No try. Over the 15.
Long throw, Pryor there with it. The ball forms. Just short. Higgins. Lewis calling for it. Gudahuli's first receiver. Out wide to Teo. Able to find a man, and easy as you please. Thomas Awake.
An illegal bring down. You see Khalil Harrison put the arm out, playing advantage. Hooley could have gone for the kick, but he knew he had Teo. And then Awake in the corner. Remember, they have an overlap because Dallas are a player short. But just that little stutter step.
In the bin. Alex Tucci out, taking his place on the front row. Able to get it out wide. Malanos dancing, trying to get around Teo. Malanos racing and able to get by the Eagle.
Special, but it was the lead up as well from Dallas. Playing so close to the line, putting pressure on the defense by putting pressure on themselves in attack. They are playing with so much confidence at the moment, and it is showing. I thought by holding onto the ball, it was a great way to wind the clock down for the yellow card. Didn't expect them to use it and go and score the try.
Very entertaining 32 minutes to open things up. Wanganabete finding Augsburger. Nate spinning. Nate looking for help, has the offload, and he's got Higgins. Higgins across, pulled down just shy. McNulty.
McNulty there just to finish the job that Nate Augsburger started with his break.
Thank you, Derek.
Want to drive Dallas as soon as it gets to ground.
Gala there. Dallas trying to get the driving maul. San Diego holding their own for the time being. Now the reinforcements come in for the men in teal and black. Here they come. Imhoff. Augsburger there with the tackle. Aguirre. Zeiss able to find Malanos. Tommy Malanos with his second.
They just regroup Dallas. They get numbers around the corner. That pass there, the no look. Not even sure if he knew Malanos was there. He knew somebody was there. Maybe Malanos called for it, and it was perfectly weighted.
All clear.
Bamboozled the San Diego defense.
We will go to the open side as Wanganabete able to make his way through. Oh, what an offload to Lewitz.
To Wanganabete here. And Lewitz with the looping player coming behind to add a little bit of extra deception.
All clear, all clear.
Flat pass from Lewitz.
Thank you, Derek.
And then the no-look, Fijian style.
Higgins quickly there. Wanganabete. Oh, massive hit. Gala lowers the boot. Dallas needs to get back and regroup defensively. Jackals continuing to make massive tackles. They need possession. Hooley with the line break. Has Awake. And it's Tamalau across and down.
But San Diego continue to take it to the line. Hooley does well, spots a half gap. The offload was perfect. And then another offload to Tamalau. It is opening up for this San Diego team. Dallas, beware.
Tavita Tamalau, one of the San Diego originals, the 32-year-old.
It's 15.
We'll see if Alejandro Torres will head to the bin, and it appears that he will. The Dallas down a man, and Torres with the deliberate knock. And Dallas trying to find something, trailing by 21 after Torres told.
A few moments, it allowed San Diego with some quick fire tries, some scores, a penalty try as well.
So 3, you said there was no rep and you targeted the player's knee.
So Juan Pablo Zeiss will see the third yellow tonight for Dallas. We got to see 5 matches from him back in 2020. He's been a force in Southern California, and they're hoping he's fully healthy. Dallas, fans on their feet. Maybe a consolation here, something to cheer about at the end. Gomez Vara still short. Elias, Luis Satama. Over the top, out to Raura. Raura able to find Johnstone. Campbell Johnstone scampers across and down. And Dallas, could they do the improbable through as we take a look at the try?
That pass, Raura, the no look, casual as you like, and Johnston's having a worldie tonight.
Great affair. San Diego down a man.
Was that touched?
But here comes Sama Malolo. He can ice this one for the Legion. Tion Lewitz across and down, and that will give San Diego the win. What a response.
Yes, to get the win
clear.
might have been too much to ask in the final 30 seconds, but to allow a try like this, it means that they don't get the 2 bonus points they could have if the
Consecutive wins. Hooley completes the conversion, and the final whistle brings it to a close tonight at Choctaw Stadium. San Diego 47, Dallas 38.
Welcome to the latest standing of 2023 Major League Rugby season. We have some exciting updates for you today from the Western Conference. In first place, we have the San Diego Legion with the impressive record of 8 wins, 1 loss, now sitting on top of the league table. This Sunday, we are hosting the Houston SaberCats, who won 7 games and lost 2. In third place, we have the Seattle Seawolves with a record of 7 wins and 2 losses. The Utah Warriors are in 4th place with 6 wins and 3 losses. The Dallas Jackals are in 5th place with only 1 win and 8 losses. Finally, in the 6th place, we have the Chicago Hounds, only 1 win and 8 losses. Now, in contrast, let's look at the Eastern Conference. Leading the way in first place are the New England Free Jacks with a record of 7 wins and 2 losses. In second place, we have the Old Glory DC with 4 wins and 5 losses. Third place belongs to the New York Ironworkers, only with 4 wins and 5 losses. The Nola Gold are in 4th place with a record of 4 wins and 5 losses. In 5th place are Rugby ATL with 4 wins and 5 losses. Finally, in the last place, we have the Toronto Arrows with only 1 win and 8 losses. That's all for now. I'm Angelique for the Legion of Fury. Now let's hear from one of our favorite sponsors, Claire.
Like 2.5 years ago, I had my tendon Achilles torn completely. And by using Claire every day, like once in the morning and once at night, it helped me a lot. Obviously, you need to train and look after yourself, but I definitely think that Claire made a massive difference. I got given 9 to 11 months to come back, and by using that every day and along with my training, I came back in 5 months. So I definitely recommend it. It's been a lifesaver for me.
Welcome to Rugby 101. It's said that the game of rugby as we know was born in 1823 as a variation of soccer when William Webb Ellis decided to pick up the ball and run with it. Since then, the sport has evolved and is considered the predecessor of American football. Today, rugby is seen as a melting pot of American sports we all love. Take the physicality of football, but leave out the pads, helmets, and the constant stoppage of gameplay. Take the flowing grace of soccer, but add in the sheer power needed to drive the ball across the pitch. Take the constant ball exchange of basketball, but add multiple ways to score points. And take the intensity of hockey, but add mutual respect amongst all players and refs. We even call the refs sir in rugby. To sum it all up, Winston Churchill once famously said, "Rugby is a hooligan's game played by gentlemen." Now let's go over the rules of the game, or laws as we call them. A rugby match consists of 2 halves of 40 minutes each, and is played on a field, or a pitch, that is 100 meters long. The 2 teams field 15 players each made up of 8 forwards and 7 backs, and have 8 reserves available on the bench. But all players are involved in offense, defense, tackling, ball handling, and scoring. The main goal is to score more points than the opposing team, and there are several ways you can score points. The first way is to score with a try. You can score a try by running with the ball over the opponent's goal line, similar to a touchdown in football, except in rugby, you have to actually touch the ball down on the ground. Scoring a try is worth 5 points, and after a try, you have the opportunity to score 2 additional points through a conversion. The kick to convert the try must be taken in line from where the try was scored and must pass through the goalpost and above the crossbar. The third way to score points is with a penalty kick. If your opponent commits a foul, you may choose to kick the ball just like a field goal in football, and that's worth 3 points. A drop goal is the fourth way to score points. At any time during the match, you can drop the ball in front of you and kick it immediately after it hits the ground. If you're able to kick through the post, just like a conversion or penalty kick, you are awarded 3 points as a result. A unique thing about rugby is that a player can't pass the ball forwards. They can only pass the ball backwards or sideways. Teams advance towards the opposition try line by either running with the ball or kicking it forward. Your opponents try to stop you by tackling and can only do so if you have possession of the ball. While it looks intense, rugby is known for the safety of its tackling technique. Over the past several years, football teams have attempted to adopt a rugby-style tackling technique to increase player safety. In rugby, the focus is on safe and efficient tackling to bring your opponent down. When the ball carrier is tackled, they must release the ball immediately, and the tackler must let go of the player.
So he knows a good front row when he sees one and a good rolling maul, and here it comes.
Here's the
padding.
line
Watch Seattle go to work. Danger
A maul is another key part of the game and is essentially a ruck standing up. Players bind together and push the opposing team backwards to gain field position. This is a common strategy for powerfully driving a try in. When the ball travels outside the field of play, the match is restarted with a line-out. Players from both teams, usually the forwards, line up in parallel lines facing the ball handler on the sidelines. The offensive player throws the ball between the two lines, and both teams can lift players in the air in order to win possession. A scrum is a form of restarting play and consists of both sets of forwards pushing against each other in formation while the ball is rolled between them. In general, both teams have an equal opportunity to win possession if they can succeed in driving the other team backwards and securing the ball using their feet. After each rugby match ends, all players, coaches, refs, reporters, and fans come together for an after-match celebration over food and drinks. It's the most unique aspect of our sport, that we come together with our opponents regardless of win or loss, to celebrate the sport of rugby itself. And that's it, Rugby 101. Hopefully we'll see you at a match soon.
Thank you for watching. This is Angelique Kenny, your host at Legion of Fury. Don't forget to subscribe and see you at the game on Sunday.